Hey guys, how are you? Welcome in, Shantae. Oh, yes, you're the first in here. Eat to live strong. Welcome in. Happy Sunday, everyone. This is pretty much an impromptu live. I just decided, hey, why not? Let's recap our Sunday, and what have you guys been up to? Chantel? Yes. Shawnee. Yes. I've been practicing all day, with your name, of course. So today has been great. Do you want to join me, Shawnee? I'm gonna put it in there. I always like it when she comes up, and yeah, we're not gonna stay too long. It's a quickie. I called it a Sunday quickie. Yes, I sure do. Yeah, I do. So how you been? E2, how's your Sunday going? Yeah, if you want to join me, Chantel, you can. If you guys notice, I finally got a picture. I went into my archive. This is a picture I took in Ghana at my apartment in Ghana, and I just love it. It's a beautiful picture. And the glasses that I'm wearing, I actually lost it at the beach in Ghana. Oh, you're busy. Okay. I always want to know how you're doing, because I know your days can be sometimes it's pretty cool and other days, it can be stressful. But I'm just praying that you have a delightful, delightful evening. Let me bring Chantel up here. Oh, you're packing. Are you going on a trip? E2? Hi, Shani. Good evening.
Evening.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am fine. Actually, I just took a bath. I put on my shea butter, girl. Yeah,
It's
I feel
almost well, it's hot over there. You don't need no shea butter.
girl, I need some shea butter, okay? Because I just honestly, the reason why I got on the live is, oh, you're moving? Where are you moving to? Oh, I actually was watching a live with Information Man, and there was this doctor. He's out of Atlanta, but seems like he used to. Hi, Shy, how are you? Me and Shy, we've been like hanging out on the YT streets all day. Okay, we've been in the same lives and everything. So, Information Man, I don't know if Shy saw it. He had this live where he was, and he had this doctor who's actually from Jamaica, but with his accent, it seems like he'd been living in the UK. Yeah, and he was talking about the different foods that we were eating, and oh my God, Shawnee, I do not want to eat anymore. You know, that was for 30 years and we need to downsize. Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of times that happens, when you have, when we're in our 30s, 20s, we buy homes because, we have our families. And after the kids are gone and everything, you just have to downsize. It's just you and your husband now, or maybe just you're just by yourself. So you need to move into a smaller home. I'm looking forward to your decoration ideas on your new home, and I'm looking towards seeing that on your vlogs. Hi, Jaden. Happy Saturday. So he had this whole thing. I just don't want to eat anymore. I'm sorry, people. I just don't want to eat. After all what I heard, I'm like, oh, Lord, I can't eat nothing anymore. Even
You know,
Vaseline. Vaseline we used to use like growing up in the days, that was our lotion. He's like, you don't want to use Vaseline. You don't.
I mean, honestly,
Ah,
he's saying all of that and he's still eating. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's probably trying to enlighten people.
yeah,
But unless you grow your own uh like produce, you grow your own livestock, you do all of that stuff,
yeah.
you
And that is what E2 is saying. She said, yes, what we eat is why I started E2 Live Strong. Yes. Because she's on a journey. And if you go and watch her videos and everything like that, I love to watch her videos. She kind of give us a peep into her her daily life and stuff like that. Yeah. And I really love that. But to be honest, like today
Yeah.
when I listen to that, I absolutely am a chocoholic. I just don't want chocolate anymore. I don't want no sugar. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. I was just like, I'm so scared to eat right now.
You know, I was reading an article. It's funny that you bring this up. This morning, an article came on my tablet and it
Oh,
said humans have like plastics that they can't get out of their system. Um,
yes, he
because like
talked
a lot of
about that.
plastics were like in our foods, in the air that we breathe, not just
Yes,
food,
he
in the
talked
air.
about that too.
Yeah, so
Oh
that's
my
what I'm saying. Like,
God.
not like it's pointless, but it kind of is to talk about it only because like you're breathing it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot not breathe. You
And
get what I'm saying? Like,
Itu is saying that she's vegan and then she grows her own veggies, which is excellent. And
yeah,
and you know what? Something that resonated when he was speaking was this, right? Because my dad was a farmer. And when I went to Dominica, right, the bananas that they are growing here that is all yellow, that is not, the right banana. Bananas actually have seeds. And when I went to Ghana and I ate the banana, it's like you seeing the seeds. The bananas here have no seeds. The watermelons have no seeds. And I'm like, Lord help me.
honestly, I suffer. Well, like, I probably have not, as much as I try to eat like my greens and stuff, I don't really mess with fruits because a lot of the fruits don't have seeds. Um,
Yeah.
and I hate that. You know, the other day I cut open a lemon and there was no seed in it. And I said, you know what? They had it
Yeah.
mixed in with the other lemons that had seeds. So, like, you know, they're allowed to just throw them mixed in. You will never find a watermelon without seeds anymore. It's horrible. It
Yeah.
is.
Even when you go to Ghana, right? You know how the pineapples here are acidic? In
Yeah.
Ghana, the pineapples are not the same color like here. They're actually like a light yellow, like whitish.
Hi,
And
Frugal Mama.
yeah, hi Frugal Mama, how are you? How you doing? Yeah, so it's like the pineapples are very sweet. They have a lot of juice in them and everything. It's completely different from the pineapples here in the US. The watermelons, which I know have a lot of seeds in Ghana when I buy fruits in Ghana. But also he was mentioning that even with the whole vegan thing that people are on and everything like that, it is very hard to get like organic food. Like when you go to Whole Foods, you think like you're getting organic stuff. You have to be so careful because a lot of the vegan stuff is processed as well.
And that's why I said, like,
Yeah.
and again, this just goes back to my point where not saying that you shouldn't try, but like you 100% cannot avoid anything. You know what I'm saying? Um, and they've made so many rules and shortcuts that allow these
Yeah.
companies and farmers and everybody else to just cut through shortcuts and label something as organic when it's not. So, you know,
Well,
it's kind of hard.
yeah, because even with beans, I like when I'm living alone. My mom usually buy, once in a while she'll buy black beans in the can, but normally I buy the dry beans in the bag,
Yeah.
and it takes longer to cook, but it's okay. It's just much fresher. And my mom also has like pigeon peas in the back, and it produces peas like the fresh peas.
Hmm.
You have to peel it. Your thumbs get very black, when you're um, you know, peeling it. But it's good for you. And it's just like today I'm listening to Information Man. If you guys have not seen the video, please go on his channel and watch the video. It's very informative, and I also put it on my community tab. So there's a link, you guys can just press it and go there. I'm telling you, so um it was just so much information. I have to go back and listen. Even cucumbers that I love, okay, has a lot of estrogen and a lot of things that he was saying. If I knew these things, When I had fibroids, I would not have had those type of surgeries. I'm sorry. I mean, I almost died from fibroids. It was so much. I mean, it's almost like they're butchering black women, and we were always, we didn't have a problem when it came to fertility, and it's like, no, it's so hard for a black woman to have a child. They have to go to doctors and do all these things to in order for them to get pregnant and stuff like that, you know? And a lot of us have lost our wombs or fallopian tubes because of fibroids and the stuff that they have in the food, you know? So we have to be kind of careful. Shai, Shai says, but except I do think it's still important to do what you can. I avoid an all or nothing mentality. Just because you can't be 100% healthy doesn't mean that the 70% isn't worth it. Absolutely right, Shai. I was just like, a little bit traumatized today.
But no, that's what I'm saying though. Like you can try, but you
Yeah,
can't trust these companies. Like
yes.
you can try, but it doesn't mean that unless you grow it yourself and you know how it's being grown and you know all the things, it's not that they could it could be false advertisement. They could say it's organic,
Yeah.
but it's not. They can say that this is non-GMO and it is. Like they have so many loopholes and everything like that. Good
Hi,
evening, Afro Max.
Afromax family, welcome. Yes, Shy says, I don't even know how to cook my dry beans. Really? Get you a pressure cooker.
You
Yeah.
don't even need a pressure cooker. First of
And,
all,
and,
pressure cooker
and,
is dangerous.
and the thing about it is, I don't like pressure cookers, but my mom uses it. But when I cook my dry beans, what I do is I usually soak it overnight, and then in the morning I boil it, and it doesn't take that long for it to soften up. Lentil peas does not take that long, Shy, to cook. So that's one of the beans that you can use, and it has a lot of vitamins and stuff. Lentils, you can make soup with it. You can cook it with rice, like rice and beans. There's so much you can do. You can even make your veggie burgers with lentils, with mushrooms and onions, bell peppers, and all that. You can use lentils for that. It has so many, recipes you can use lentils for. But it's just that I just got overwhelmed. I panicked just watching
You
that.
know what I've noticed though? Like the tip that you gave about soaking your beans overnight.
Yeah.
I don't think it really makes a difference.
For me it does because I've been doing it for years. I got that from my grandmother.
No, so like
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Most Jamaican people, Caribbean people
Yeah.
overall, we do that. However, I've done it and then when I start like I just feel like it doesn't make a difference. However, I will say this. When I use my hot plate because I have a white stove, so
Uh-huh.
I do not like to cook on that stove a lot cuz I don't have time. Um so I usually cook on a hot plate because especially when I'm cooking my stews and curry and all that stuff cuz I'm not scrubbing down that white stove. But
Okay.
I've noticed that a hot plate really, really cooks peas very well. I don't know if it's because it's
Yes,
the
it
right
does.
temperature. Yeah, like that to me, if you use a hot plate to like cook your peas can be cooked in like an hour, hour and a half at maximum. Like it really
Yeah.
does a good job on a hot plate. I don't know if it's because like it's like localized like heat going into one place as opposed to a fire, it's just right in the middle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A hot
Yeah.
plate really does a great job.
Yeah, because when I was in Ghana, I actually bought dry beans, those little red kidney beans,
Yeah.
and I soaked it overnight, and then in the morning I cooked it just like you said. I had a two burner hot plate,
Mhm.
and that's what I cooked it in. And let me tell you, within an hour, my
Yes.
um my pea was cooked. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know who has a really good one and I like it a lot? New Wave, Nuwave. New Wave has a really good hot plate.
Okay.
I and sometimes you'll see the one it's like for $80 and it comes with like a skillet if you want the skillet, but you can find it without the skillet, but that I have two of those. And like I said, man, I have an oven, a stove, but it's white. And like I said, the only thing that goes on there is rice and vegetables because I know that's not gonna mess up the stove. But
Yeah.
anytime it comes to like my stews and everything else and fish, or anytime I'm frying something, I use my hot plate. Hot
Yeah.
plates are really, really good and they use less energy. Like they don't suck a lot of they don't take a lot of energy. It's really good, guys. Like it really is.
So Itu is saying that my great grandparents all farmed and we carried the legacy on, which is so important because my dad was a farmer. My brothers are farmers. I come from a farming community in Dominica. And even my mom, she plants she has a little garden in the back and she does her stuff. So my grandmother was like one of the first farmers in the village. So, it was like three women, and, you hardly found women farming in those days. So when my grandfather fell sick, she had to go out there and do it. So, um, it is also saying that you can soak it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Welcome in Sheed We Here. Guys, please welcome him to the channel. He is new to our channel here. I also checked out his channel. He got some great vibes going on over there, and I love it. It's about investment and controlling your investment, your money, and how to budget your money. You know what I'm saying? So I really like his channel.
I want
Yeah.
to say this one thing too, Shy. I forgot to say this. With
Mhm.
hot plates, you have to get a pot that works with it. So it's usually cast iron, or it has to be like one of those, like you have to kind of Google the name. I can't remember what it is. Um but it's usually like a certain pot that you have to use. But like I said, man, it's worth it. It really
Yeah.
is. I'm trying to see it, like if you just Google hot plate cookware set, or just like
Mhm.
hot set.
Is it those pots that you use when you're using like the induction stoves and
Yeah,
things
that's what a
like
hot
that?
plate is. It's the same
Oh, okay.
induction. So like if you just Google induction pot set or whatever, because so like in order for it to work, it has to be able to stick. Well, not stick, but like it's like the bottom of the pot has like this metal kind of like
Oh, I think
yeah.
I
And
have a
so
couple of I
it's kind
my
of like
I
it's
think
like a magnet, but you can also use that pot on your stove. Like you don't have to just stick to it, but it can go on the
does
stove as well. Like it can work with gas, it can go in your oven, but you have to get like those induction plates, because not plates, sorry,
does
pots.
it come in copperware too? Because I have a couple of copperware like frying pans and in saucepans and different thing that has that thing, and I've used it on the small induction two burner I have in Ghana. I feel
Yeah. That's
yeah.
why I said like it's a bunch of different pots that it can work with it. I forgot all of them. Off the top of my head, I know stainless steel and cast iron. I don't know the rest of them that can work with it, but it's like a certain. I mean, cast iron works with it. You would think, how does cast iron work? But it does. So like you just have to look it up. But there's different kind of pots that works with it, but you can use them on the stove. You can use it on the induction cookware, like cooktop, and then you can put them in the oven, depending on the pots that you have. But honestly, guys, I really like it. Like, and like I said, I'm only mentioning that because it cooks peas very, very well.
And Shai says, "Thanks, Shawnee. I will look up hot plate cookware. I was going to just use anything."
I mean,
Shai
you
is
could. It wasn't
so
gonna work.
funny.
No,
Yeah, I know
it
because
can't be the aluminum ones. It won't work. It will not
no,
work.
Shai, no, 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 that's not gonna happen.
But like I said, they're not even expensive. Like right now, if you can find one on Amazon for $60, like a 4, 5, 6 set. Like I'm telling you, and like I said, if you do the pot, like the new wave with the pot, you already get a skillet with it. But like, that's the $80 one. But I feel like I'm working for New Wave and I'm not.
No, actually, I'm gonna buy one because I want to take it to Ghana with me. The only thing is, like, when I take it to Ghana, I have to, you know how they do. Their electricity is different than ours. So I'm gonna need like a converter or something like that.
And you definitely have to make sure it can work depending on which one you get. You have to make
Yeah.
sure it can work with the
Or what
converter.
or what I'll do is I will look at, there are some stores in Ghana. I will look to
Yeah.
see if they carry it and then I'll just get it there. That makes more sense. Yeah. She is also saying,
Yes and no, because I feel like sometimes they import a lot of stuff, so they
yeah,
might, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
they might already have things with American plugs, you know.
She says ceramic pots are good with less stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, so like I said, I saw this on Information Man. He was, I mean, the guy's an actual doctor. And then a lot of people in the chat were saying that, that Dr. Sabi was right, because it's almost like the same things that Dr. Sabi was talking about when he was alive and all of that, and we e- even I love cucumbers, and he was talking about my cucumbers that I love so much. I love cucumbers in salads. Sometimes I just eat them like that, and maybe I have to grow my own and get some organic seeds, for my sister and my brothers. Probably have to try to see how I can get some seeds.
Well, yeah, because you live in the right climate. Like over here, I know, what's crazy is that I told my mom I wanted to get into farming. And oh God, she kind of just like, you think it's that easy kind of attitude towards me. And I was like, I know I can do it. Like I can have people who can teach me. I can learn about it.
Of
Like,
course.
she kind of like discouraged, my parents. Oh gosh. But like I felt like she was trying to discourage me. And I'm just like, you should be like trying to cheer me on and
Like
telling me that's a great thing to get into, you know?
like my mom, she plants, and it's like, sometimes it grows, sometimes it doesn't, and she tries something else, a different method. My cousin calls and she's like, okay, well, this is what I did. And it is so great when people are, on the same mission and that you're sharing information. So it's okay. I'm not a farmer. My dad never really taught me how to farm. I think he pretty much taught all the boys how to farm,
Yeah.
and the girls went to school to learn, accounting and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? So the office part of things. But my dad never taught us. My dad actually, he didn't need an almanac or anything. He will tell you, okay, when the moon is this and that. This is he told my brother, explained everything to me. He was like, this is when you plant bananas, this is when you plant this, when you plant that.
Yeah.
So guys, if the almanac is a good handbook to have if you want to get into farming. It tells you. I know back in the day in the 70s, farmers used to, that was their Bible, and it should be your Bible if you're going into farming. It tells you when you can plant certain produce and everything like that. And I remember that clearly because my brother doesn't even have an almanac. It's everything was taught to him by my dad, my youngest brother, and he's an excellent farmer. And he raises cows and goats, pigs, you name it. He chickens. He does that.
And
Yeah,
to me, that's the best kind of like teacher, somebody actually in person teaching you. It's hard work, but the benefits, to reap the benefits, that's better than all the hard work. Um you can do anything you put your mind to, you know? And I strongly believe that. And I feel like, when you go to Ghana Wave and when I go back to Jamaica, for me, it's like, if we wanted to do this, we have all the time in the world
Let-
because,
I'm telling you, we have.
we're at the right places.
Yeah, we have to farm. I see it already because my
Yeah.
cousin calls me. She has a 8-acre farm in Dominica, and she's like, "Yo, if you're not going to Ghana, we're farming. We're living off the grid. We're living
Yeah.
on the land, and we already have things in place." So that is why I'm telling people, I don't care even though you're in these United States, utilize your backyard. Start reading up on how you can, actually plant your garden, Like my
Yeah.
mom's garden, she has avocados. Right now it's blooming. There's mango trees. We have pineapple. We have peas. She does all her little sides, her onions, all kind of thing. All her tea, like her bush tea. We call it bush tea in the Caribbean, but it's like
Yeah.
lemongrass,
Mint.
yeah, mint. I tell people sour sop.
Jersey.
Yeah, you can take the leaves of the soursop and make tea. Just dry it out and boil it, and you can make tea from it, you know, and stuff like. You don't have to buy it in a store. You could actually, if you go to the farmer's market, you can whatever, or someone who has a soursop tree, you can do that. There's so much tea you can buy instead of buying it in the boxes, you know?
And like she said, the internet has a lot of videos and websites. So you don't have to, like, even if somebody else isn't teaching you in person,
Yeah,
man, look, YouTube has everything, okay? Like,
yeah.
guys, you can find anything on YouTube. So never feel discouraged about something. If you want to learn how to edit, go to YouTube. If you want to learn how to make a banner, go to YouTube. If you want to learn how to garden, YouTube.
YouTube. I go to YouTube for everything. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Even when I bought the Ring doorbell, I went to YouTube. When I wanted to paint, I work at Home Depot, I knew a little bit of something because I hadn't painted in a long time. I actually went on YouTube, and it actually tells you what you need to do and how to prime, the wall before you paint and all of that. And also eat too. I like what she said. She said gardening is a great form of relaxation. Yes, it is. Because my mom, in the morning when she goes in her backyard to the garden, we have chairs there. She's raking, she's watering her plants. It's like, like someone that just came in the room. It's a magical feeling. Good evening, life's magical journey. How are you?
Hi.
Yeah, it's very relaxing. It's a great way for us to kind of get, you know, relaxed and get away from all the stress. You know what I'm saying? Gardening is a great way to relax. Absolutely.
Can
So,
I just say, when you were talking about the whole YouTube thing, how you learn how to do your ring light install,
yeah,
not your ring light, your ring doorbell.
yeah,
Um, the other day I had a conversation with, I don't even know if I should really call this person a friend, but the other day I had a conversation with someone, and I was asking them, um, I forgot what we were talking about. It was something YouTube related. And, or I forgot what it was, or editing or something. And they kind of gave me this attitude, you'll need me. Like, YouTube can't teach you anything. Like, like, and I was just like, what?
yes, YouTube can teach you anything.
YouTube can
Yes,
teach you everything. But they were just like, even when I showed them a banner from my YouTube channel, they were like, oh no, um, do you want me to make you one for tomorrow? And I said, no, like, relax. I can do it. I'm just asking for your opinion. And
yeah,
like, I don't like people like that. I don't need somebody to save me. I don't need somebody to baby me. As somebody who I would consider a friend, I just ask for your opinion. But when you basically look at me and be like, you don't know how to do this, you won't know how to do that, you can never learn how
yeah.
to
It's
do
like you don't. Well, first of all, a friend does not do that because anytime someone is negative, then you don't really need their opinion. You
I
understand?
agree.
Because they're coming from a negative place, because usually a friend might say, okay, maybe you need to check out some YouTube channels, see how they're doing. And if you need me, along the way, I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what a friend does,
I agree.
but not to discourage you, you
Or
know.
tell you that you'll never be able to do it.
Exactly. And now if if you weren't a strong and person, and you have that, that inner strength in you that tells you, hey, I can do it, and you are someone that, by the time the person doesn't say you can't do it, you're like, oh, I can't do it. Okay, help me. It's like almost like you fall victim to the person's negativity. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that's what they want. When you have a person who's discouraging you, I think that's what they want. You know, they
Yeah.
want you to need them. They want you to beg them. They want you to, have to depend on them. And I'm just not like that. Honestly, I've never been like that. Good evening, SA. Well, actually, it's probably good morning for you now
Yeah. Essay, it's morning, huh? Guys, please welcome in Essay
from
Laghari.
Pakistan.
I don't have the accent, it's Laghari. He's from Pakistan, and he's a great supporter of this channel. James, how you doing? Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. If you haven't given the live a thumbs up, please do so. All right, we're just talking about farming, gardening, and um, I just saw a video from Information Man. Please, guys, check it out. It's on my community tab, and it was kind of, I would say for me, it was a bit scary just thinking about the different foods that were mentioned and the different things that we're eating, and we really don't know what we're eating, and a lot of it has, a lot of chemicals and plastic and metal, and all of these things are actually going into our bodies, and we have to be so careful even when it says it's gm, it has no gmo, or it is organic. We still have to kind of be careful on how we eat things, and I think the best way for us to know what we're eating is actually planting our own food. But then when it comes to the seeds, we also have to be careful,
Have a
right?
good evening. Eat to live.
Yeah.
Enjoy, even though it's not fun, but
Oh,
good luck.
and congratulations, Eat to Live, on your new home. I can't wait to see your decorations and how you're going to put it together. I know you're going to be doing a wonderful job because I've seen you in action in terms of decor. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Love you, sis. All right. Yeah, so we have to know what actually is going in our bodies. Even they were even talking about when you're buying meat, stop buying stuff in the frozen section, because a lot of people, they use a lot of preservatives with those things. So it's best that you go like maybe to a butcher shop to buy your meat. Buy everything fresh. Yes.
Do you know what makes something organic or what makes something non toxic? So let's say the regular item has about 10 things that make it toxic. If they take away one of the 10, so now it's at 9, there's loopholes for them to be like, it's no longer toxic. So, like,
Yeah.
and this is, I'm not trying to scare anyone, but like, I've seen this, like, and like I said, our conversation is telling everybody, to try to really grow your own stuff. But, like, that's how they get, it's the loopholes. Like, if they take one or two toxic items out of it, now it's considered organic or non-toxic. It's still there. It's just, it's less toxic now. So that's how they create those
Wow.
loopholes for these businesses. It's true. Like, and I've seen this. I've researched it. I've read things about it for years. Like, that's how they get around to saying something is no longer toxic or something is now organic. And it's not. It's
Yeah.
not.
And also, Life's Magical Journey, she was in the chat with me. And she says, yes, I was in the live as well. And I was blown away by what I learned. Definitely going to research more. I am too, Magical. Yeah, I mean, I was blown away. Even when he said about Vaseline, and let me tell you, back in the day, we were using our Vaseline as our lotion. I remember putting a little castor oil and shining up my skin and putting it in my hair and all this stuff. And and a lot of these things create a lot of inflammation, and a lot of times we don't know where this inflammation is coming, but it's from all these chemicals from the food that we eat. Maybe we have to kind of do our research and kind of find a balance to that, like Shai was saying, that even though we cannot be 100% healthy, but at least we can be at least 70, 75, 80%. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So, I mean, if you guys, like I said, didn't check it out, you really, really need to check this out. I'm going to send it to all my loved ones, actually, because I don't mean to scare anyone, but I think I kind of got away thinking that what am I actually putting in my body? I'm thinking I'm eating good, I'm eating vegetables, I'm eating all the fruits, I'm drinking lots of water. Um, even the water that we're drinking in these plastic containers, I saw that a lot of people have switched to bottles versus plastic. Even like when you're using the microwave, you know, I usually use glass containers. I don't know about you, Shawnee.
I don't use a microwave.
Oh, I'm not. I only use the microwave at work. My mom has one here. When I was in Ghana, I totally did not use a microwave. I actually warmed my food on my stove top. I
Let
did.
me let
I
me
did.
say this. Um, sorry, I just wanted to address life's magical journey.
Hmm.
Comment, and I think you had said something about Vaseline too. The
Yeah.
only thing Vaseline is good for is if you have a cut and like a scab and you need to heal it because it adds that barrier protection. But again, no doctor says go get Vaseline. They tell you to go get like Aquaphor or like something
Yeah.
petroleum just to rub it over so it heals the wound. But
Hmm.
yeah, that's not something I keep with me.
I
Um,
don't. I don't have it here either.
yeah,
Cause
I don't use Vaseline. Only if a doctor tells me you need to use this over your wound. You know,
yeah.
it's starting to heal over and you want to make sure that it's protected and that's what I use it for. Other than that, I don't use that. And that's like temporary, right? That's probably for like a week, but
And
even
actually,
microwaves wave.
uh-huh.
Um I haven't so there's two things I do at home. I don't use microwaves. I haven't used microwaves in over probably 10, 15 years, about 10 years.
Well, the mic.
Um
Hmm.
I warm my food up in the oven and I warm my food up on the stove. I prefer the oven. It just gives it a nice taste and it gives it an extra crispiness.
Okay.
Um, and again, I'm used to my parents warming up food on the stove top. So for me, it's like,
Yeah, that's how I used to warm up food.
yeah,
Like I would take a little bit of water just to add a little steam.
to the rice. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I would leave the, like, you know, a quarter of an inch, toward
Hmm.
between two and low, and I just put a cover in it and let it steam. That's how I used to warm my food back in the day. That's how you do it. But now, like at work, when you bring your food, they only have a microwave, so then you don't really have a choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the unfortunate
That's
part.
the
You don't have a
unfortunate
choice.
thing. But when I was in Ghana or like in the Virgin Islands, I had a little toaster oven. I put my food in there and let it warm up. Or I like you, I do it on the stove. Um,
My
but
job also has toaster ovens. Actually, I haven't been to that office in over 2 years. I've been full time work from home for the past 2 years
yeah,
now. But they used to provide toaster oven. Um, and another thing that I do, trying to be a lot more green, I don't use dryers. Um, I wash my clothes, and I started doing this. So like obviously growing up, I this is something I do in Jamaica, right? So like over here, you don't necessarily have the space, and sometimes you don't have the
yes.
choice. But
And you live in Philadelphia during the winter. How can you dry?
yeah,
There's no sunshine.
but not only that, I have an apartment. So for me, where am I supposed to hang up my clothes? You know what I'm saying? This is not like
Yeah.
a different country where they give you that outdoor space. So what I do is that when I wash my clothes, I bring them home wet because I go to the laundromat, bring them home wet, and I bought a clothes rack,
Okay.
like one of those wardrobe racks from like, and I put it together myself, and I just hang my wet clothes up. And I sometimes, depending on if I need to have on the heat or something, obviously during winter, I leave it there all day. By the end time and nighttime comes, all my clothes are dry. So I don't use dryers either. I just don't use that for me. I like the freshness of my clothes, and I like, all of that stuff. So yeah, I really try to be green and more self conscious about some things.
Yeah, because okay, life's magical. Thank you so much for joining in on the conversation. As always, I appreciate your support. All right, if you guys haven't been on her channel, she has a great channel. She inspires us each and every day about life and the choices that we make, and also she puts questions forth towards us, to make us think about our decisions, our daily decisions in life. And thank you so much, sis, for joining us here today in this conversation. Yeah. Another thing that, we were talking about Vaseline, right? So
Hmm.
I tell people, like, a lot of people ask me, how do I keep my skin so fresh and stuff? Actually, I use pure shea butter from Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I use pure coconut oil. You're welcome, Magical. Yes, that's what I use. I actually got shea butter from Tamale up in Ghana where they make
The
it,
northern part.
the northern part. I have like maybe I still have shea butter in Ghana, so when I go up there, I have like 16 bags of pure shea butter. I even sell them.
I was
You
gonna ask, are you a shea butter dealer?
Yeah, girl. I had to ship some to California one time, and the girl, she was like, "Girl, custom thought I was transporting cocaine or something." Yeah, she was like, they checked it and everything because I had it like in clear plastics,
Hmm.
and we sealed it and everything like that. And the shea butter is pure. It doesn't have any additives, nothing. The only thing I tell people is like when you mix it, you can mix it with coconut oil, pure coconut oil, you know?
You don't have to shy with shea butter if you wanted to heat it up. So here's two options.
I heat it
You
up on the stove or
Yeah,
put
so
it
that's
out
one
put it
option.
I'll put it out in the sun.
So one option, like on the stove, like Wave said, you can put a pot with like warm water and make sure the water is hot,
Yes. And
Then
you
you
put
sit
it,
the bowl in
yeah.
there and then it kind of warms up. Or I don't know if you guys know this, there's shea butter that you can get that's, I think it's considered fractionated, which means that they take out the fatty stuff that makes it become solid. So it's still shea butter. It's just that extra step that they take out that makes it become
Is
solid.
that the refined one?
Yes. Yes. So you can get refined shea butter and it will never it'll get a little, like, it will never fully get solid, but you can see that it's starting to a little bit, but
No.
it'll always be like, I have one right now and I can always shake it, but it'll never fully get like solid. But yeah.
But you know where you could get like the raw shea butter? I bought it here before. I bought it at Walgreens and it's actually made in Ghana. It's like $5.98. If you go to Walgreens, they sell it. It's in a little container with, a little plastic container and everything.
As long as y'all not getting it from the hair store.
No, at Walgreens, they sell it. I mean, I know the raw shea butter when and I'm not a big fan of refined shea butter. I know some people, because they don't want it. I want it. I want everything, all the ingredients that's there, the natural ingredients. And another thing too is like when it's cold and you put shea butter on your skin, it warms your skin up.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. I'm telling you. Oh no, I have shea butter on. And it makes your skin so beautiful. And your feet, it keeps your feet nice, your hands nice, your elbows, your knees. You don't have those dark spots. Like sometimes people have like their elbows are really black and stuff like that. It really, defines your skin. Yeah. Yeah, try to find a softened one. Yeah. Yeah, but when I go back to Ghana, I'm really going back into the shea butter thing. So if you guys need shea butter, I will be promoting it. And it takes about a week and a half to be shipped from Ghana. It does. Hmm.
But
So
I do like the softened one. That's like the refined one. If you want the one that doesn't get hard,
yeah.
honestly, it gives you the same it gives you the same results
Yes, it
as
does.
it does. It gives you the
But
same results as the other one. So like don't worry, it's still shea butter. It just does not get hard where you don't have to worry about it. But
yeah.
I believe I get mine from either plant therapy or
Uh-huh.
from Now Foods or something like that. But either way, I get the organic one. So, you know,
Yeah. And
yeah,
like I told people, just go to Walgreens. It's right there. It's like $5.98, and it's in a little round container, and it says "Made in Ghana." Hmm. I bought it several times when because of the fact that I'm here. I haven't gone to Ghana. The shea butter I have, I've ran out. So then I go to Walgreens and I buy it. Yeah. Hi, Angela. Good evening. Happy Sunday. How are you? Welcome to the channel. Yes. So, I love shea butter. I love my coconut oil. I love castor oil. Castor oil actually helps your hair grow, and it
I
makes
don't like castor oil.
your hair thick.
My hair doesn't like it. I think I'm not saying that I'm allergic to it, but my hair, like how coconut oil is for some people, how they feel like it dries out their hair and their scalp.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like what castor oil. I think it's too thick for my hair, and my
Uh-huh.
hair just doesn't like it, but there's a lot of different oils that I do like.
Hi, Michael. Welcome in. How are you?
Evening, everyone. Good evening, Angela, Micah, Michael.
Yeah. I like, how about cocoa butter? I love cocoa
You
butter.
know that we used to cook with cocoa butter, like not me and my family, but like us as people.
I love cocoa butter.
Did
I
you know
actually,
that we used to cook with it, like back in the
yeah,
days?
yeah, you can cook with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can cook with it. You can cook with coconut oil, you
Yeah,
know, because I
you can cook
remember,
with shea butter too. It's just two
yeah,
different kinds.
yeah, you can and stuff. I love cocoa butter. I buy it in Ghana. They sell it in these it's like little cubes and stuff, and you rub it on your skin. I mean, it's really, really, really nice. I love it. I love cocoa butter. It's good for your skin. It takes out marks. If you're pregnant, it takes off all the stretch marks, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really, really good. Oh, Michael, you're resting up? I'm sure the raccoons had you going tonight. I was watching the live with the raccoons. Oh my God. They eat a lot. They eat a lot. They do. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna stay like an hour tonight. Like I said, I jumped on the live. I got a burst of energy. What was I doing today? Actually, I woke up this morning. I was feeling a little bit of, I was doing my laundry. That's one thing. And then I kind of laid around a little bit because my knee started swelling. I was like, where's this swelling coming from? So I went on the net and I was just looking um, like what's causing this. So it's some type of inflammation
Oh,
or something. So I was reading up on it, on the different things to do. So I kind of elevated my legs and everything. I really need to go back to doing my therapy and doing my stretches in the morning. So that's something that I need to work on. Yeah, so I kind of just laid around today. Then I kind of cooked, for my mom and myself, and we had, like a dinner slash brunch kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, and I just didn't. And then I went. You know what excited me? I got your message as well. But then I actually like roamed around the YouTube, different YouTube lives and channels, and Shy is like every channel that I went on, she was there. And I was kind of surfing around and just, watching everyone do their live and everything. And then I went on Points Blank Travel. Actually, I'm going to go over there as soon as I'm finished here. And he's pretty hype, and he was just like the momentum and everything, and and stuff. And I was like, man, you got me hype. And then I just got myself together and I said, let me jump on the live, after I finished watching Information Man and all that. I was like, girl, you better start working on your channel, all right? And here
You
process.
know why?
Yeah.
So I had saw that you scheduled some live. That's I wasn't talking about like why aren't you on right now? It's
Yeah.
because I saw that you had something that said it was like from 1 o'clock or something, and I was like, well, it's past 1 o'clock.
No, I made a mistake, girl.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a mistake. And then I erased it. Yeah. So tonight I'm gonna do like some after I think I'm gonna go and support Points Blank, and after I finish support him, I'm going to sit down and do a couple videos because I want to do some videos in between, not only lives only. I want to do my videos like I used to and sit down and edit, and then kind of like, find dates and put them, like premiere them on different dates for this month. Also, I did mention on my community tab and on here as well that if you guys, anyone want to swap playlists, I am willing for the month of April for us to swap playlists, so we can get our watch hours. So if you want, you can go. I think Michael already and I already swapped playlists. I think when we first, you know, got connected on YouTube. So we're good on that. And I want to thank him. He got me a lot of hours. And so if you want to swap, just go on my community tab under the post and say, "Hey, I want to swap with you. I want to get connected." Yes. So that's a way of me getting my watch hours and everything like that. Right now I'm up 617 hours. So I need like 3300 hours so I can, be monetized. So that's what I'm working on the month of April. I'm trying to get as much watch hours as I can. Hopefully I can be monetized by the end of the year. If not, we will have to go into another year in 2023. Okay. So if you
I'm
want to
telling you,
swap,
babe, you just you just have to really plan that content. Sorry to
yeah,
cut in, but like
no
I
problem, baby.
I try to like there's things I want to advise, but I don't want to step on anyone's toes on YouTube because I feel like people
No,
have
go.
to do.
Yeah, just if you have any suggestions for me, just go on my IG, you know, and
Yeah, that's why I said like
yeah,
I
message me. You know me, I'm open for suggestions. We will talk about it. And, you know, I'm a very open minded person, and if it's suitable for what I'm doing, I'm fine with it. And I do take people's opinions very seriously, because in order for you to grow, it's good to you have to listen to other people's opinions, and then you can incorporate it into what you're doing and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
listen, all I know is the last time I tried to advise someone, they told me on YouTube, they were like, I don't want any advice. I was like, oh, sorry. Like I thought you were okay with like us having YouTube conversations.
Oh my god.
Um, I think every content creator is different, but there's things that I notice. And I think that like I'm just gonna say this very vaguely. Sometimes when you're a YouTuber, you have to listen to your subscribers. You have to listen to
Yes.
what they want because first of all, you already have 1 point almost 4K subscribers. So you have to like listen to what your subscribers want. You have to take into consideration what they would like to see because remember, those are going to be the ones who initially tune into your channel. And like I've said to you before,
Absolutely. Mhm.
yeah, like and like I said to you before, like it's finding a niche is very important. Like today, this lady, she's probably like 20 years older than you or so.
Yes.
Um, but she started YouTube 5 months ago, only has 45 videos, and she has over 100K subscribers because like she came on and she said, "Oh, I'm a cool grandma and a cool mother, and I'm gonna come on and like do pranks and do little stuff, and she
And
found what works for
she gonna
her.
dance, right? She gonna twerk.
Yes, did you see her?
No, I haven't seen her, but I'm
Oh,
just saying.
but that was her first video, twerking for my husband or something. Not, I'm not. That's not what I'm advising you. I'm just telling you that like she
No,
came on.
I am not going to twerk.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not advising you that. I'm just giving you an example of her.
Yeah,
She's an older woman. She
yeah,
came on, decided that this is what she was gonna do. She decided to take a different route, and she blew up. And 45 videos later, she blew up. You know, when you're reaching 100 videos, 200, 300, it's like, and if you're not blowing up yet, if you're not getting that support yet, it's like, something is wrong. You have to go back to the drawing board and you have to kind of rework
yeah,
the math. You know what I'm saying? And Michael, yeah, like you'll take all the advice that you get, and some you'll use it, and then
yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
what he said, some I will use, some but I won't, and then some I won't, but I'll listen to it all. So yeah, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, this is your channel, like Michael, that's your channel. You have to do what's best for your channel, but also like I think one of the best things some people can do, if your subscribers tell you what kind of content they want to see, and if it fits you
Mhm.
and if it fits your channel, like if it fits you as an individual, you got to like try to
You
give it
gotta
a
go
try.
for it. You gotta
Mhm.
go for it.
Nothing
Yeah.
tried, nothing done. So if you don't try it, and if
Mhm.
you don't explore it, and if you don't see if it works, like, they're just people. You can weed out the good people from the bad ones who try to give you advice. So like, and like I said again, I'm not a YouTuber. I've watched YouTube long enough, so I just feel like, um and again, like I said, I don't want to step on anyone's toes, but I just notice a
Child,
lot.
my toes them big, so I could take somebody stepping on my toes.
No,
But
I'm just saying, like,
no,
I don't.
I'm just like that. I like to have fun.
Good evening, Jeffrey. Yeah, I'm not saying like,
Hi, Jeffrey.
like, I'm when I
Yeah.
say step on your toes, like I don't want to try to push in and tell somebody what to do. That's not my intentions. I just would like to just give advice if I can. If I see something is not working, or if I see this, although I really do enjoy your lives, um, although I really do enjoy your lives, I would love for you to, and I don't know if you do or if you don't, I don't know. I would love to see you plan content, because you have to plan it and then you have to be consistent. Like, oh, maybe on Sundays I'm going to drop a video. Obviously, every day I ask you to come live because I think you're a great person to talk to. And I think you're a
Yeah.
really great host. And I think that you can kind of use that to your ability. Like, you could definitely make a talk show out of this YouTube journey, because, like, you're
Exactly.
really good with talking to people and you have that voice that can really talk to people. Like,
Mhm.
even if it's like, I know I'm like talking a lot, rambling. Even if it's like some people, like late night session talks, like if you come with a really like a certain topic, and if you, like promote it a certain way, and if you come with like, oh, this is like my 1 p.m. talk show series on Sunday or whatever, or just you
Yeah.
can work
I
around what works for you.
And I feel you about that because I really like the vibe of, coming on and doing my little talk show. I like that. And also, I really think that you are right. I used to do like videos. I would sit down and do my editing and be very creative. I would put videos in between. I wasn't doing a lot of lives at that time,
Yeah.
but um then one of my YouTuber friends, they advised me. They was like, "Why don't you do lives? You're trying to get monetized. Just do your lives and till you get monetized. And in the meantime, you can be planning your content. And when you do get monetized, then you can put your content out there." You know what I'm saying? But then I was saying, like, why would I just be doing lives and then out of the blue I just hit people with a different content? So I need to develop the content and have it, slowly working on it, and then people will see what type of content it is. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
lives don't count towards your watch hours, right? It's only if the live ends and I go back and watch the full hour again or the 2 hours.
Yes,
That's when it
yes.
counts towards it. So like lives are great, but like you have something about you, and I know that I just cut in and I apologize, but like I just
No
wanted to
problem, my darling.
say
We are here
you have
together.
something about you
You're
that
already
like
my partner in
you
Christ.
can really like you can really make this work for you if like you really plan the content. You start to kind of interview people. You know, when you interview people, you need to get a mic. A lot of YouTubers use the Rode mic set, like that comes with two. Like you can really use that to your advantage and like find people you can talk to. You can find other Caribbean people. You can find other people who may be trying to migrate somewhere, or like what's it like living here, blah blah blah, or just whatever. I told you, you can do tours of Miami, like really showing
Yes,
people, and you'll see like you'll at least get a good 3,000 views or whatever. And trust me, like as a new YouTuber, well, you're not a new YouTuber, but like guys, this is just my advice. You don't want to be making videos that are 30 minutes long. These people don't know you. They don't want to sit there and watch no new YouTuber's video for 30 minutes. They want to see who you are within those first few minutes. And if they rock with you, they will come
yes.
back and rock with you forever.
It's
But
like, not to cut you off, it's
yeah,
like radio, right? When I worked in radio, the first 5 to 10 seconds is the most important in a commercial. So when you come out, you better come out banging
yeah,
because people, that their attention span is not, you know, I'll kind of push it and put it. The first 30 seconds is so important.
yeah.
So that means you have to come out banging. So like if you're making a video and stuff like that, you might want, before you do the intro, you might come in, hey guys, this is Wade, I'm in the middle of traffic, I'm going crazy, things are just not happening here. Stick around, I've got more information for you, or whatever the case is, right? So people want to know what the hell is going on with her. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you already got their attention span, you know? So we used to do that in radio a lot. Yes. Um that's why, like when I do videos, I usually do them like 5 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes the most. I don't like to do long videos.
I think
So,
okay, so just like short time videos, what I'm going to concentrate one on by Chike or Chike. I'm probably saying
Shieki,
this wrong. I'm sorry.
it's Shieki
Shieki. Okay.
TV. I think
I
that's
don't
how
know
you.
if I could take your word because you butcher my name too.
No, no, no. The other day, no, listen. The other day, I said it and she said yes. You see, she said
Okay,
yes.
good.
I said it right. Oh,
um,
man.
what I was gonna say, so like as a first time YouTuber, this is just my opinion, right? Cut the intro out. These people do not know you. People do not want to sit there spending time those first 15 seconds looking at an intro. Cut it out. Let it go. Jump straight into that video and just go from there. The max you should have a video is maybe 12 minutes max as a first young strip like YouTuber. Like don't overkill these people with 30, 40 minutes. Like you have to wait till you build those subscribers who are like, oh my gosh, I love your content, I want to see you all the time. Like then they're
Yeah.
gonna sit there for that hour content. They're gonna sit there, they're gonna love your new intro, but like as a first time
So,
YouTuber, nobody cares about that.
so Michael is saying that lives do count, but people have to stay at least 15 minutes before YouTube starts counting. That's what he's saying. So I don't know. The game in YouTube always changes, the
Yeah, because I read
policy.
something the other day that said lives don't count unless
I
like
I
you
I think
rewatch
what
them.
don't count is the shorts. Because I do shorts, right? I did a short with my mom, and every time I do a short with my mom, it goes crazy. I did a short with her, I call her the golden girl. So it got like 1.4 thousand views, right? And I got the views, but it doesn't count towards my watch hours. You know what I'm saying? So short videos are the ones that don't count. But
No, it was an article on Live that I read. It wasn't shorts. Well, let me tell you something. If people love your mom, and if your mom is comfortable being on YouTube with you, use it to your advantage.
yes, no, she is not. She doesn't. She canceled her contract until further notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll tell her, I say, you want to come on, she'll come on, and we talk and everything. They love her, but I put her mostly on shorts, and people like her in shorts. Like the other day, we did a short where, she actually left the back door open and a lizard came in.
Wow.
Oh my God. My mom grabbed the broom and I turned on my shorts,
Yeah.
and she's taking the broom, and like she's under the bed looking for the lizard, and she's, oh my God, it's hilarious. It's actually on my channel, and people just love her. So I put the girl on girl and the lizard, and everybody's looking at that video right now. Everybody, yes. So she's, I sometimes when I do lives with her, a lot of people come, and they like her. She's funny. She's very
Yeah.
funny.
People love older people, like, we went through the phases of sometimes you have these little young whippersnappers being disrespectful towards older people. But a
Okay.
lot of people really admire the older generation. It may seem like some of the generations don't, but a lot of people really do admire them. So,
Yes,
like, you know,
they're like kids. They say the darndest things.
yeah.
They do. Michael says shorts do not count on time, only on views. Yes, absolutely. Because I know. Because a lot of times I do my shorts and I get a lot of views from my shorts. And, I love doing shorts. It's my little, fetish thing. I like doing it because I love photography. I love to create. So usually when I'm doing my shorts, it's almost like a short movie for me. There's there's an intro, there's getting to the product and this and that. It's like a whole grand finale for me. A lot of people tell me they love my shorts because I really take my time and create it. Just like my videos, I take my time. I utilize my voice and everything. I do my own voiceovers and everything like that. I love to put, like, just little words, little sentences, like if I'm drinking something, I'll be, oh my God, it tastes so good. You know, you have to kind of put those type of things because it catches people's attention, and when they leave your video, they can remember something about your video. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and also, it reminded me, like, one time I had to do a voiceover for a sound system, and it was for, how in Jamaica, how they have, the different sound systems, the DJ systems.
Mhm.
So this guy came to me and he was like, he needs a drop. A drop is like, just a one liner thing. So I was like, their sound system was called Mac 10, So I was like, I just sat there and I was like, what the hell am I going to say? And I was like, oh, Mac 10, your music is solid as a rock. And let me tell you, every time I went somewhere, someone would be like, "Oh, Mac 10, your music is solid as a rock." And there was another one that I did. It was like a commercial where I did for a sound system, and I was like, "Hey, you, that's right, you." And I was just calling the person.
Yeah.
Then I started. That's how you get, it's called attention getters. You have to learn how to start your videos so you can grab the attention of the audience, you know? And these things work because it's like if you hear a woman's voice and she's like, "Hey, that's right. How you doing?" You know? It grabs the attention because the person wants to know what the hell she gonna say after that. you know.
I'm telling you that,
Hi, Rochelle. How are you? Yeah, so you guys, what she says, and I always beg my viewers to stay for at least 1 hour within when I'm live. Okay. All right. Yeah. I there are people that come in on my live all the time, like Michael. You have Rochelle. You have so many people like House of X. They understand the whole thing, and they stay on with me on live. And I appreciate their support. Each and every day. But Chantel, all the stuff that you're telling me, you're absolutely right, and I really, really, and truly appreciate. I like people to be honest with me. You know, Even though it's to send me a note in IG or and say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I enjoy your show, but these are some of the things that I noticed and stuff like that. And I'm someone I will read it and I will look like Michael said, I will weed out the things that I like and then I will
right.
incorporate it into, in some way I will incorporate it into my content, you know? Like I tell people, you're never too old to learn. And sometimes, you may not like someone or whatever the case might be or whatever, but don't kill the messenger because the message might be good for you. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. And don't take it to offense because maybe the person is listening to you from the outside. They're looking, from the outside. So they're seeing,
Outside looking in.
yeah, because, perfect example. When I went to school for radio, this is how I got better in radio. My teacher actually had me record my voice, and he said, would you listen to that person on the radio? I closed my eyes and I listened to the voice. And I had to be honest with myself. I love the texture of my voice. I love my delivery. I loved, I was quite entertaining and everything like that. But the only thing was, and I love my accent. The only thing that bothered me was if I was going into mainstream radio in America, I could not say the word um, that and yeah. And, even though I love my accent, but I'm speaking to mainstream America,
Good night, Michael.
you know.
Yeah. Hi, Shade.
Hey, good night, Michael.
Hi,
Thank you
Rochelle.
so
Good
much.
evening.
Hi, Shade. How are you? Yeah, so I had to kind of like, kind of look at it and said, Wave, would you really, really listen to yourself? I say, yeah, to an extent, but there are certain things that I need to brush up on. You got to be real about yourself. So that means I'm telling everyone, if you're a content creator, just like myself, I'm just learning. Just pick one video out of your playlist. Close your eyes and just listen to the voice. Listen to your voice and listen to your guest. It could be an interview or whatever it is. And just kind of say to yourself, would I watch this person? Would I be a subscriber to this channel? You know what I'm saying? Kind of evaluate yourself. Sometimes we have to evaluate ourselves in life, in anything that we do. It's like today, like how we went on live on Saturday. I
Yeah. Good
actually
evening,
listened.
Brian.
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing. Brian, how are you doing? I really listened to it. And there were little things that was like, we can do better on this, we can do this, we can do that. I love how we sound because we sound so natural. It was just a conversation. It's not something we're putting on. Shawnee is being herself, Rochelle was being herself, I was being myself. We're just having everyday conversation, things that people would discuss at their dinner table.
And Rochelle kept saying somebody is snoring and nobody was snoring. She must say I hear dopey.
I don't know. Shawnee.
And listen, guys, can I just say this really quickly? I'm in the comments talking to people, and these two come on some, Shawnee is sleeping. And I said, you don't see me in your comments. Oh, I see you now.
And then when I went back this morning, I saw your comment.
Yeah, because you guys kept talking about Miami and I couldn't relate, so I just was there,
I
just
know. And then I was like, but where's Shawnee? Where is
yeah,
she?
I didn't have
And
anything to say.
Rochelle was
Yeah.
like, is she sleeping? I'm hearing somebody snoring.
You
I'm
never
like,
hear nobody else snore because I went back to listen to it too. I actually went back this morning to listen to it because I said, no man, like them people really say them hear somebody else snore. You know what you probably heard? You probably heard me breathing because so when so I had the laptop, I was using the laptop instead, and it was right underneath my chin while I was laying down. So I think you probably heard me breathing, but I was not snoring.
okay, all right.
Because I could hear a little sound kind of like a fan, but that was just me close to the laptop, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Okay, it's all right.
Here, I couldn't be snoring if I'm
Okay,
answering you.
next time, we're going to avoid all of that. You know how we're going to avoid it? All of us going to show our face.
I said to come on video.
All of us going to show our face.
I said to
And
come on video. Nobody no one listen to me. Everybody go put up picture.
yes, now you see me put out picture too.
Yeah, but
No, next time we are going to show our face. So if we gonna see whether or not Shawnee is snoring or not.
hello, people. I was wide awake. Rochelle and Wave hijacked the live and was talking about Florida and Miami and North Beach, whatever beach.
Oh,
I was not sleeping, guys. And then they was talking about HR because they had both had wanted to do this and that. They weren't talking to me.
oh, next. Oh man, I have to apologize.
So
In
I was
any,
just there.
oh, I'm so sorry. In any situation, you always have to evaluate yourself and say, how did you play a part in it? The only thing we can do,
I was
baby.
snoring according to them. That's the part I played.
Oh Lord, we should have bring you a pillow.
And y'all over here, and I'm like, can you hear me? And y'all couldn't hear me, and I'm like, oh my
But
gosh, now
what was so funny when I listened back to it? I heard Rochelle saying, Shawnee, like when
yeah,
your
she was
voice,
yelling, and then she went like, and I was like, can you hear me?
it sounded like, when you're in the islands and your mom send you to the shop to buy something and she is screaming your name out there.
Mhm.
That's what it sounded like. But it was funny. All three of us, we had a great time last night, and I really listened back to the live and everything like that. And the best thing I can say about the live is that we were having a conversation. It was just flowing. It's just like you're talking to your sister and your brethren, and you just,
Yeah,
just like just everyday conversation. And I tell people that, when you are doing your lives or you're doing your videos and stuff, don't put on anything. Just be yourself and just have a simple conversation. Keep it simple. Don't try to use all them big words and things. So
and
you want to relate to your, yeah,
go flap yourself because you don't know how to pronounce them.
yes. That's why my rule of thumb is keep it simple. I don't try to big words and this and that, because a lot of times I go on people's lives or like bigger channels, and they're using all these big words, and I'm like, okay, I need Google. Let me go to Google and see what this means. Because I'm like that. I'm a realist. I keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm, I'm not gonna pretend I know the meaning of a word, because even someone asks something in the comments, I'm gonna ask you, okay, can you kind of like repeat that? I'm gonna tell you, I really don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that the person is illiterate or anything like that, or you can't know all the words in Webster's dictionary, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So sometimes people use big words. Some of them don't know what I mean. They just hear somebody else calling out the 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 word. They don't know what it is, and they're using it. You know. So if someone uses a word and I don't know what it means, usually I'll Google it, I'll see how they use it in a sentence. I'll say, oh, that's what they meant. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, she iki. Is that the proper way to say it? I even forget how to say she name. Shieki. That's what it is. Shieki. Yeah. So we're going in an hour and a half
We
here.
are. That's because listen, we have good vibes, and like I said,
Yes, we get good
I
vibes.
been noticed when it came up on an hour, but I said like I'm
Yeah,
not gonna tell
right,
you.
cha. Even my friend Shade came in. That's my sister, and I love her.
You're
You
a
know?
good conversationalist. Like you
Yeah.
really are. One of the first things that made me stick around you is your voice.
Oh,
Like you said, because of that, and then because like even though we have like about a 20 something year difference, I felt like we had really great conversations and connections. So that's why I was
exactly.
like, wow, like it seems like we really get along, even though like we're different in age, but not like that means anything.
Yeah,
But
different
that's why I stuck
generation.
around. Yeah, different generations, and
Yeah, and that I was telling actually my friend Edith about you, and I was telling her, I said, "Wow, I like being on live with you, because even though that you're younger than I am and I'm older than you, it's like, sometimes people feel like because someone is older or younger that they cannot relate or have a conversation or have a good time. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And I get along with a lot of young people because according to my mind and my body, I'm not old. I have an open mind. I like to learn new things, like what are the young people doing and stuff like that. So I learn from them, and they also learn from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just encouraging people my age. Talk to the young people. They have a lot to say, and sometimes they are like they're like sponges. They learn from you, believe it or not, they do. Because sometimes if they're going to do something, I've been around with young people, they say, Miss Wave, what do you think about that? Then they'll give me the scenario, and I will just use, like, my wisdom, my past experience. I say, well, I have experienced this, and this is what I did. I don't know if it's going to work for you, but you can incorporate it somehow, so that you don't go down the same path or the same road, you know and exchanging
Hmm.
ideas. Because look, I'm talking to you, you're telling me about my YouTube channel and different things and stuff, and I'm absorbing all these things. So we all need to have like an open mind. Don't give up on the young people. We're different generations, but I think that we still can vibe.
I
That's how
agree.
it is. Yeah, we can vibe. um She's saying, I like your realness and the way you talk. You teach too, just that YT is busy. That's why you don't see me here always. Oh, okay. I visit your channel as well. Yeah. I think you're the one with the nice kitchen. Yeah, she has a very nice kitchen, because sometimes she does her lives where she keeps her camera on, and she does a lot of stuff in her kitchen a lot of times. I think that's her. Yeah, I watch her channel. Yeah, thank you so much for your compliment. I do appreciate it. and I do work very, very hard at my content. I think I have a long way to go, and it's gonna get better, because I think Jah just like surround me with good people like Sean and other people, and I think it's gonna get better. I would like my channel to be a place where people can come, relax, and talk, and feel free, to be themselves, and don't have to be, uptight about any type of subject, as long
Right.
as we remain respectful to each other and we love each other and we care about each other, because that's what I'm all about, you know, about and stuff like that. If you want to talk, just come on the channel. If you want to come up with me and Sean, yeah, you can come up, man. I'm telling you, SA came up with us from Pakistan. He told us about
It was
Pakistan.
like midnight for us and 8 o'clock in the morning for him.
Yeah, yeah, and we had fun, and that's how we keep the conversation going.
Showing us his animals.
Exactly. We don't talk about depressing things all the time. We talk about things that are affecting us as human beings, daily experiences, our experiences. We're sharing it with you, and you're also sharing your experiences with us. It's like Janine, right? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Janine. Okay, like Janine, like we were talking about what were we talking about? And Janine actually shared her story, and it was such a wonderful story, and how she met her husband, you know? And that's what I love. I like the interaction. I like to get to like Brian. Brian comes on here every time we have a live, and he's very respectful. He laughs at us sometimes. I think he was laughing at your store, your that you there's the possibility that you may have been snoring, and he was laughing. Okay.
They were. No, it was definitely Rochelle who made people think that. Because even yesterday, somebody was cracking up and they said somebody fell asleep on a live. Listen, you couldn't even, if I was sleeping, you would hear it in my voice.
Okay, Shieki, Shieki. Lord, I tell you, Shieki TV. Thank you so much. Um, have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk tomorrow, okay? Thank you so much. So we're going to get ready to wrap it up. We have 2 minutes. Is there anything else you would like to say, Chantel?
I don't have anything else. As I mentioned before,
And please, I beg you, please go on my IG. It's LUVTWO Travel, and send me a message. You know, um, I want to just hear what you have to say and everything like that. And I just want to thank you for always being here. I enjoy this our conversation. But one more question: where is Country Boy?
I have no idea. The other day I went to his live to see, like, I mean, not even know. The other day I went to his live and not his live, I haven't seen him post anything in a while on
Uh-huh.
his page
I saw him do one video two
some
weeks
time ago.
ago, 2 weeks ago, and it was about a Nigerian girl buying one of his T-shirts,
Yeah.
and that was it. And I haven't seen him. I don't know if he's working or he's working on a project or what. I'm gonna go on IG and send him a message.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you right now. But again, I already told you I'm not really into social media, so like this is not like
Yeah,
but
just send me a message.
so I'm gonna follow you right now.
Yeah,
Um
and go on my message thing and send me a message.
yeah.
Okay, that sounds great.
If I can find you,
It's low.
love to travel, right?
Yeah, no, I'll put it in there.
I
Love.
see it.
Okay, I'm in a bathing suit, girl.
Yeah, I just followed you. So
So if you guys want to join me on Instagram, let me put it in. It's love to drop. I had to spell out two because someone else had it. and you can go on Instagram. That's my ID on there. So please do. So thank you so much. It's we've been on for an hour and a half. It's been a pleasure,
Even though you
guys.
only wanted an hour.
Yes, I could talk for 3 hours, 4 hours. I could talk till 6 o'clock in the morning. All I need is a bottle of water. Okay. All
So I'm
right.
gonna send you a message now. I'm gonna actually voice note you on
Okay. All right. And then
IG.
I'll take some notes and I'll write it down. No.
Yeah. All right. Well, it was nice chatting with you.
Same here, my darling. All right. So
Have a good
thank
night.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining us here on Love to Travel with Wave as usual. You know, we have all the interesting topics that you love and enjoy. And like I said, there is no channel without you. We appreciate your support each and every day. And we're going to be coming out with some great videos, great content in the future. So stick around and thank you so much. Mwah, 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 mwah. Later.